Oh, screenshots of your phone?
Like a long time ago.
Texting?
Yeah, that's before you go
No,
crazy.
yeah, you should. You're the one that should forget. He's the one that should forget. Hal, yeah, you should forget.
Thanks, Crazy Billy. You're gonna make your cameo today? Should I do your hair? Shit, what if the UPS man arrives this morning?
Well, then he arrives, I guess.
Keep going.
Hey, Bubsy. All right. Right now, I'm delayed.
I like that Billy's ready. Billy.
Morning, you guys. How's it going? About a couple more minutes and we'll get started. Go ahead and find yourself a nice space wherever you are. Some room to move, maybe a little towel, a little extra shoulder prop, or even a chair, maybe something to help with balance. About another minute and we will get going. Happy Friday. Stay here. All right. It is 9 a.m. Here's my little guest helper today, Billy, with his cone of shame. He might walk around a bit. I'll move him to the side. Changing up my locations today. So again, if you're just joining me, welcome. My name is Nicholas. This is the BreakOut Studios online live yoga. Happy you guys are here. Again, same props if you've been taking. I would just recommend a towel just to help with any lengthening. It substitutes as the use of a strap. If the need, of course, you might not have a yoga block at home, but maybe a pillow or even an extra thicker towel when we get into any hip stretches where you might need extra support would always be good. And of course, for any of my friends that might be brand new, first time to yoga, or just feeling like they need some extra help with modifications, always feel free to have a chair, something nearby that you can use either for balance purposes or to even bring yourself up to a seated position. There's never anything wrong with doing any of this from seated, whether it be stretching through the neck, through the shoulders, breathing, or just taking a moment. Rather than cat-cow on all fours, you sit down, rest hands on knees, and you work the spine that way. So again, I want you to make the practice work for you. It is your practice. We've got about 60 minutes together. So that being said, let's go ahead and get started. For those of my friends that are joining me on their mat, go ahead and bring your toes together and let's go ahead and start in a child's pose. So when you're ready, go and allow your arms to reach forward, allowing your heart to drop down between the thighs, letting your head settle, and go ahead and take a moment. Just let your body settle onto your space, onto your mat, softening through your shoulders, softening through your jaw, and begin to set your focus to your breath. Now staying in your child's pose, I'm gonna gently lift myself up just to talk, but you guys stay where you are. It's a gorgeous Friday morning. So allowing the breath to flow and deepen, just settle with the end of your week here. And I know we might have become a little lost with which day it is, which month we're in. But right now, for this next hour, none of that matters. Just be present, be in this moment on your mat, in your space, wherever you are. Whatever distractions are around you, that's life. They might come in and they leave. Just seeing if you can find a nice, steady, consistent pattern of breath. And any gripping through your jaw, any tightness around the ears, around the eyes, allow it to soften. And then sending that softening down through the neck into the shoulders, down through the arms into the fingertips, allowing it to travel down the spine, to the hips, through the legs, all the way to your toes, just letting the body surrender. And taking 3 big breaths here. When you're ready, nice deep inhale. And release. And again, deep breath in. And release. One more deep breath in. And release. And keeping that breath nice and steady. Feel free to keep the gaze soft, the eyes closed. And from here, just very gently, we're gonna stay. If you're still in your child's pose, I want you to stay there. Just gently walk the hands up. And very gently, go and take your left arm, give it a nice little reach up, pressing down into the mat. And then I want you to thread that arm all the way underneath your right shoulder. And then gently turning your head over towards the right as the head drops down. Just getting a nice little stretch into your left shoulder. Take another inhale. And exhale. And gently pressing onto your hand, that left arm that we threaded underneath. Go ahead and give it a nice big reach. And setting it down. Switching sides. Go ahead and bring your right arm, give it a nice little reach up. And then as you exhale, gently thread the arm underneath, drawing the head down. Now again, if it's not comfortable to bring your head all the way down, here's where maybe you'd place a pillow in front of you, maybe a bigger towel. If that even isn't working, you can always just pull the arm across your body. Take another inhale. And exhale. And then gently bringing yourself up one last time. Take that right arm, give it a nice little lift and opening through the chest, broadening. And then go ahead and reach the hands forward one last time here, planting your palms. Take a deep inhale. And let it go. And walking your hands up. Now we're gonna be here a bit longer on the knees. If it feels okay to stay seated like this on top of the shins, feel free to stay here. If it's starting to get a little uncomfortable, if you're feeling a little antsy, then feel free to just swing the legs around and you can come all the way to a seated position with the shins crossed, or even, again, making your way up to a chair. So, you decide. From here, wherever is most comfortable for you to find that seated position, I want you to take those arms, bring them down towards your side, and then from here, go and bring your hands right up to your shoulders. As you inhale, begin to lift those elbows up. Exhale, take them to the side and down. And again, inhale up. Exhale, side and down. 2 more here, inhale. And exhale. 1 more inhale. And exhale. And take it back the other direction. Gently release the elbows down, bringing them up and forward. And again, elbows reach up and forward. 2 more rounds here. Inhale. And reach. And 1 more. And reach. From here, go ahead and gently release the arms down. As you inhale, float the arms up and overhead. Go ahead and take your right arm, bring it to your upper back. Gently take hold of that elbow and gently hug that tricep in towards the ear. Getting in a nice little stretch here. Maybe even take it a little bit more into the ribs, just to soft lean over. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you back to center, extend. And go ahead and switch sides, bringing the other hand in. Gently hugging the tricep in, and then gently pressing the head back. Now again, maybe this is enough. Maybe you take a little bit more into the ribs. A nice little soft, gentle pull over towards the side. Take another inhale. And exhale. And inhale, bring yourself all the way back up to center. And go ahead and extend and reach forward. Now our last thing here is seated. If the legs are still underneath you or in front of you, one more seated thing here. I want you to go ahead and take your right arm high, cross it over your left. Now trying to make sure that you're crossing just above the elbows, and then go ahead and bend the hands in. So it looks like this, creating our eagle pose. Now we're reaching for the hands. Again, if that doesn't quite reach, maybe use a towel to kind of help get some extra length there if the hands aren't quite touching. Otherwise, just gently pressing into your wrist. Now see if you can soften the shoulders down, pull the heart up. As you inhale, lift the heart, soften the shoulders. Now this time, can you see if you can exhale and gently reach those hands a little bit more forward. Take another inhale. And exhale. 1 more round of breath here, inhale. And exhale. And then gently release, extending your arms forward. Switch. Left arm goes high. Cross at the elbows, and then gently bend. And then interlace again. Soften through your shoulders, broaden through the collarbones, lift the heart. As you inhale, pull the heart up. As you exhale, soften the shoulders down. And again, inhale, nice little pull and lift of the heart. Exhale, gently soften. Now for the next couple of breaths, can you gently send the hands a little bit more forward towards the top of your mat? And it might be just tiny, tiny movements, even if it doesn't feel like the hands moved at all. Just that intention of getting a little bit bigger reach forward. 1 more round of breath here. And exhale, gently release. Awesome, go ahead and gently soften the shoulders, releasing the arms down. Now, we've been down on the knees for a while here, or from that seated, especially if you're coming from this position. I want you to take your time very slowly. Shift forward and go ahead and bring your knees underneath your hips. And you might have to even take a little, just patting the feet on the floor just to make sure if they happen to fall asleep, waking the legs back up, waking up the calves. And then once you're there, take a moment, soften those shoulders. Because those knees have been bent for a while, go and extend one leg back, just get a nice big reach here. Pressing into that back heel, back leg reaching, and then go ahead and switch sides. Other leg reaches back and get a nice big stretch and push. Shoulders soft. And then from here, go ahead and bring both knees back underneath your hips. Now I want you to draw your belly in towards your spine. I want you to keep your hips right over your knees. And from here, go ahead and walk your hands as far forward as you can. And very gently, press the heart down towards the mat. You can even bring the forehead all the way down towards the mat as well. Opening up into your lats. As you stretch, take a deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. One more deep breath here, inhale. And exhale, release. And taking your time slowly, begin to walk your hands back and align. Wrist under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Hugging your elbows back as you inhale, begin to pull your heart forward. Soften the shoulders, broaden through the collarbones. As you exhale, belly to spine, chin to chest. And as you inhale, forward lengthen. As you exhale, chin to chest, belly to spine. And a few more. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. One more round here. And exhale. Bringing yourself back to a neutral spine. Pause. Now taking your hands just a few inches forward. Spread your fingers, plant your palms, hug your triceps back, tuck your toes, and make your way into your first down dog. And no rush here. As you get there, pedal out your feet. Bend one knee, bend the other, some release through the back of the legs. Maybe gentle nods, yes. Maybe gentle shake, no. Anything that might feel good. A nice big reach as those heels go back. And even here, maybe a deep inhale through the nose. Out the mouth. Now, feel free to take your feet a little bit wider than hips width. It doesn't need to be a narrow hips width stance right now. And then go ahead and come up high onto your toes. Bend your knees and then send your hips back. So get a nice stretch into your lower back. Let your head hang. I keep lifting my head up because I'm trying to talk towards the camera, but feel free, let your neck release and soften. Anytime you're in down dog, just let the head hang. Hip bones pressing back, and then inhale, lengthen the legs. Now can you stay high on the toes? And again, exhale, release through the lower back. And one more, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, lift the hips up, and then gently reset the heels back down. Now spreading through the fingers, planting the palms. From here, take your right hand. Can you reach underneath for that left ankle, left calf, left thigh? Maybe even bring hand down to the mat. Wherever you can reach, and just get a nice little rotation and twist. Looking underneath the arm. One more inhale. And exhale. Bringing yourself back to center. And switching sides. Reaching underneath. And again, wherever you can grab. Ankle, calf, thigh. Maybe you just place the hand down. A little bit of rotation. Taking that gaze underneath the arm. Pressing the inner thighs back. And then your next exhale, gently release. Bringing the hand down. Take a moment. Draw the knees down. Keep your toes tucked. Exhale, shift the hips back. Inhale. Keeping your toes tucked. Arms reaching forward. Shift forward into your first plank pose on the knees. Shoulders are soft, belly's lifted, ribs are drawn in, collarbones broad. Now really start to engage through that core support. So as we move through vinyasas, we're not just releasing through the back, and as we move into balances, you have support, you have stability. Take an inhale. Exhale, shift it back. Inhale brings you forward. Shoulders over wrists, collarbones broad. Exhale back. And two more. Inhale forward. And exhale back. One more. Inhale forward. Exhale back. And this time tucking your toes, lifting your knees, take it all the way back, downward facing dog. Same thing with straight legs. Inhale, shift forward. Now if this is too much, do the variation we just did. Exhale back. So feel free to modify it. Knees can stay on the mat. Inhale forward. Warm up the shoulders with a little bit more heat. Exhale back. Working through your core as you inhale. Feel free to even take a little undulation rounding through that back to pull forward. And shift back one more round here. I want you to pause in your plank pose. Spread your fingers, plant your palms. Now, knees up or down, hug your elbows in as you exhale. Gently lower all the way onto your belly. Hands right next to your ribs, shoulders away from your ears. Tailbone is reaching back, keep it nice and low. Inhale, send the heart forward. Shoulders soften down. Now can you take your hands gently, hover them off the mat. Now more about the rhomboids. The upper back here, get the rounding out of our upper back. Draw the shoulders down, send the heart towards the top of your mat. Are you still breathing? Take another inhale. Gently release your hands, gently release your head. And again, inhale, reach the heart forward. Soften your shoulders down. From here, can you take your hands? Hover just off the mat. Pausing here. Now, if you want a little bit more, maybe you begin to reach those arms straight back. Draw the triceps up towards the center of the back, and then flip the palms down. Tailbone keeps reaching towards those heels. Take another inhale. And exhale. Gently release. Now, if it feels okay to keep those arms reaching back, keep them right where they are. As you inhale, begin to extend, broaden. Now, just maybe, you add the legs this time. A little lift as those inner thighs reach up, sending that heart forward. Maintain the breath. 3 more rounds. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Set your focus. Exhale. Clearing your mind. 1 more. Inhale. And exhale, gently release all the way back down. Take your hands, slide them forward right next to your ribs. Hug your elbows in. Now this time, let's use the arms, but not letting those shoulders come up by the ears. Soften the shoulders down. As you inhale, begin to press. Draw those shoulders away from your ears. Press back on your knees, tuck your toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Again, pedal, shake, whatever you need to do here. Release the neck, release the jaw. Now spread your fingers, plant your palms, take your right leg, reach it up, go and give it a couple shakes, couple wiggles just to open up that right hip. If you need, bend that left knee. If you can, press that left heel. Even farther back, maybe it touches the mat. Now square off your hips, press the right heel back. 3 rounds. As you exhale, a little heat through the core, bring your knee to your nose. And back. 2 more. Exhale forward. Inhale back. 1 more. Exhale forward. Pause at the top. Step your foot all the way between your hands. If you need, grab your ankle, bring it up. Left knee all the way down to your mat. As you inhale, I want you to go ahead and float your arms up and overhead. Get a little length, a little lift. Now keep drawing the belly up. Keep reaching your tailbone down. Soften through your shoulders. Wrap triceps forward. Now take hold of this left wrist. Reach it up. As you exhale, reach it over. Now all that length through that side waist. Soften the shoulders down. Feel free. You can take the gaze down. You can bring it forward. You can even take the gaze up. Another inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you back to center. Pause. Find lift, find length. Now as you exhale, bring the hands back behind you. Now from here, yogi's choice. You can either take the hands, interlace behind your back. If that doesn't quite work and you want to maybe use a towel just to give you a little bit more space in each hand, or even bringing those hands to your hips. So your choice. But the goal here is to open the heart a little bit more and broaden. So wherever you are, whether hands are interlaced, hands are at the hips or on a towel, just a nice broadening, opening through the heart. Take another inhale. And exhale. 1 more round here, inhale. And exhale, gently release, sweeping the arms up. Last thing here in this lunge, take the arms wide. Keep that belly lifted. As you exhale, twist towards your right. Now using the core, can you reach back a little bit more? Out the right arm, lift the belly up. Shoulders are soft. Taking 2 more rounds, inhale. And exhale. 1 more round, inhale. And as you exhale, bring your left hand down. Now keep your right arm reaching up. Stay here with that left knee on the mat or tuck the back toes, lift that back knee all the way up, stack through the shoulders. And again, maybe the gaze goes up towards the sky, neutral or down, you decide. Can you take this top arm, rotate, reach it up and overhead towards the front of your mat. One more inhale. Exhale to release. Bringing your hand down, plant your palms, pause. Step back, downward facing dog. Now just to heat up the core, we're not gonna move into our vinyasa, but as you inhale, go ahead and shift forward. Bring it into plank, lift the belly towards the spine. Exhale, send it up and back. 2 more, inhale forward. Exhale back. 1 more round here, inhale forward. And exhale back, pausing here. Send the hips up, inner thighs, reach back, spread the fingers. And then planting your right foot down, float your left leg. And feel free, open up that hip. Any circles, any movement, anything that feels good for you. A little release into that left hip as you reach that right heel back. Soften the shoulders. Try not to dip into the right shoulder. Keep that right shoulder square. And then send your left heel back. Soften the left hip down. Take an inhale. Belly to spine. Knee to nose. Exhale, bring it forward. Inhale back. And 2 more. Exhale. And back. 1 more. Exhale. Pause at the top. Step your foot all the way between your hands. Take hold of that ankle. Give it a little pull forward. Back knee all the way down to the mat. And then as you inhale, sweeping your arms, float the arms up. Find length and lift. Now, even though we're getting a stretch, I still want you to be supported. So draw the belly up. If you need a towel, if you need to flip your mat, go for it. We're gonna be here a minute. Find that reach. Take hold of your right wrist, reach it up towards the sky. As you exhale, take it over towards the left. And your choice with the gaze. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you back to center, pause. Now yogi's choice, same thing. Either towel, interlace, or hands to your lower back. Go where it works for you. As you exhale, send the shoulder blades down and open the heart, open the throat. Broaden through the collarbones. Now don't forget the lift through the belly and a steady breath. 2 more rounds. 1 more inhale. Exhale, gently release. As you inhale, sweep the arms up, pause. Shoulders soft, broaden. Reach for both sides of the room. Lengthen and extend as you exhale. Reach towards the left. Now reach for the front and back of your mat at the same time. Really pulling out that back arm. Lift through the heart. Belly draws up towards the spine. And again, inhale. And exhale. 2 more, inhale. And exhale. 1 more here, inhale. And gently bringing the right hand down. Send the left arm up. Now pause if this twist is enough. Stay right where you are. Otherwise, tuck those back toes. Lift that back knee and get a little bit more broadening, a little bit more space. Can you reach up even higher? Can you press down even stronger? Can you draw that belly in towards the spine? Maybe the top arm rotates and extends up and overhead. Taking 1 more inhale here. As you exhale, gently release your hand, plant your palms. Now send that heart forward. From here, go ahead and step back, downward facing dog. Inhale shifts you forward. Your choice, knees up or down. As you exhale, lower onto your belly. Inhale, pull your heart forward. Lengthen, soften your shoulders. Exhale, tuck your toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, come onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend your knees. A nice light step, maybe a little hop, bring it all the way to the top. Feel free to have a soft bend through your knees. And then take a moment here. Let your head hang, clasp hands to elbows. And just fold for a moment here. With a bend through your knees, release through your lower back. Soften your jaw, soften your neck. Now again, go where it works for you. You're either gonna bring your hands to the mat, hands to your shins, or hands to a chair, maybe a prop in front of you. We just wanna make sure the arms aren't just hanging here without holding on to anything. So make sure that they can have contact with something to help have a little lift. Now from here, keeping this bend through your knees, I want you to take your left knee, I want you to give it a little bit deeper bend, and then see if you can start to straighten your right leg a little bit more. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Can you take that right arm up towards the sky? Now we should get a little bit more stretch into that right hamstring, all the way up to that right glute, and then a nice broadening and rotation. Again, hand to shin, hand to chair. Go where it works for you. One more inhale here. And then exhale, bend both knees. We're gonna switch sides as I rotate the other direction. Bend your right knee. Extend your left knee a little bit more. Now planting the palm down as you inhale. Can you lengthen and rotate it? One more inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And gently release and fold. Pause. Finding that forward fold. Soft bend through the knees. Hands on mat, hands on shins, hands on the chair as you inhale. Send that heart forward, lengthen, lifting halfway. Exhale, fold, soft bend through your knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. And exhale, hands all the way to your heart. Awesome work. We made it all the way to standing. Belly lifted, tailbone down. We're gonna shift into some balance here. Feel free to keep your feet about hips width. All 10 toes forward, grounded through the heels. Here comes my assistant. Hands to the heart, shoulders soft. As you exhale, go and take a chair pose. Now we're going hips width here because we're gonna go into a balance right away here. So I want you to find that lift through the belly. I want you to soften through the shoulders. Keep lifting through that heart. Take an inhale. Now as you exhale, can you lift and can you bring your right knee up? Pause. Woo. How did it feel to shift into that left leg? Can you ground a little bit more? Tailbone down, shoulders soft. Take another inhale. Exhale, gently release. Ground that right foot into the mat. Let's switch sides. Belly lifts, bring your left knee up. Pause. Soften the outer hip down, lift the hip bones up. Take an inhale. Exhale, send the hips back. Inhale, right foot. Exhale, right foot down. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right foot down. Left foot down, excuse me. Inhale, right foot. And last time here, send that right foot down. Now bringing your left foot up, pause, lift through your belly, bend your right knee, and step your left foot all the way back into a crescent lunge. And feel free to adjust, hogging the right hip back, belly lifts, tailbone down. Now once you're there, again, if you need to adjust, pressing up through that thigh, lift when you're ready, float those arms up. Now wrapping those triceps forward, find that nice lift through the belly, find that extension. Now, the back leg can have a soft bend, but can you still find power through that back leg? So as much as you can, pressing the thigh up, send the tailbone down. Now, option to bend that back knee even deeper as we lower 4 times. Take an inhale. Elbows to the side, exhale. Inhale it. And 3 more, exhale. Inhale. And exhale. 1 more, inhale. And exhale, floating the arms up, find length, and then can you sink just a little bit deeper, front knee over that thigh. And then from here, bringing hands to your heart, pause, soften. Now we gotta do a little bend, hop, step to the top, back to that chair pose. Feel free to keep feet hips width. Soft bend through the back knee as you exhale, step up, bend. Inhale, lift your right leg. Woo. Finding that lift, length through the spine as you exhale. Step all the way back. And as you shift back, take it right into crescent. Belly lifts. Now again, adjust your stance. Go where it works for you. As you inhale, can you send those arms up overhead? Wrapping triceps forward. Keep that heart lifted, shoulders down. Take an inhale. If available, exhale lower. Inhale lift. And exhale lower. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up, send the tailbone down, lift the heart, and then go and bring those hands all the way back to the heart. Find that lift and length. Take a little bend, inhale. Exhale, back into that parallel chair. And then extend both legs straight. Whew. Standing nice and tall, tailbone down. Awesome. Let's go and take this into a little bit more of a flow. So as you come to the top of your mat, now let's see if we can bring the big toes all the way together. Now shoulders nice and soft. Heart as is lifted, release your arms, bend your knees, chair pose, hips back, inhale, float the arms up. Find that lift, find that length as you exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Feel free to press on those shins, soften your shoulders. As you exhale, step your left foot straight back. Now we've already been here. We're setting right up for our crescent pose again, but this time from the lunge. Come onto your fingertips, engage your core. Soften through your shoulders. Inhale, float the arms up. Find that lift, find that length. Take the arms out to the side. As you exhale, twist towards your right side. Work through the core. Transverse abdominis, broaden. Left arm forward, right arm back. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, just the arms, palms face forward. Send that heart over the thigh. Pause. Belly lift. Broaden through your collarbones. Hug the hips in towards the midline. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, gently release the hands down towards the mat, towards a chair, towards any support that you might need. Take that left leg up towards the sky. Feel free to bend this right knee as much as you need. Let the head release. Take another round of breath. Inhale. And exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, releasing your foot down. Pause. Take a moment, both feet grounded. When you're ready, step your right foot back. Second side. Left ankle under left knee. Reach the heart forward, shoulders soft. Now, engage through the core. Broaden as you inhale. Find that nice lift. Good, working into balance as you lengthen. Shoulders soft, broaden and expand. As you exhale, keep the core lifted. Rotate towards the left. Shoulders stay soft. Collarbones are broad. Take another inhale. And exhale. Inhale brings you all the way back up. Pause. Exhale. Just the arms. Palms face forward. Now lift through that belly. Reach that heart towards the top of your mat. Woo. Soften those shoulders down. Hug that left hip back. Taking one more inhale. Standing splits. Hands reach down towards the mat. Take your right leg. Gently float it up. Now bend this left knee as much as you need. Let the head release. Again, use something to hold on to. So even if you got a deep bend through that knee, go for it. If you can take that reach, send that right leg up. Taking one more inhale here. Exhale, gently release your feet down towards the mat. Big toes together. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair. Send your arms up. Pause for the exhale. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hands all the way to your heart, belly lifts. Now from here, go and take your hands back to your hips. Soften through your shoulders. Go ahead and send your left leg back. Now from here, we're gonna set up into our warrior two. So your back heel drops all the way down to the floor. From here, your front foot, walk it in just a little bit. Heel to big toe alignment. And then send that inner thigh forward. Draw the belly up. Send the tailbone down. And from here, go and extend. Soften through your shoulders. Now, taking that nice deep bend, ground yourself. Feeling strong in the legs, especially that back leg. Don't let it be bent. Press through that back knee. Now take both arms out in front of you. Left arm is high, right arm underneath. Cross at the elbows, and then interlace. Eagle arm wrap, just like we did at the beginning. Now keep that nice deep bend. Now from here, can you gently press the hands forward and bring your left ear towards your left shoulder. Whoo. All that length into the right side of the neck. Soften both shoulders down. Take another inhale. And exhale, breathe into it. Ground the legs, take an inhale. And exhale. Gently release the arms, extend. And release, whoo. Now pause, set the breath. I know those legs are working, but stay grounded. Keep pressing evenly into both legs. Use the breath to help settle. Again, nice deep bend. Float the arms forward, pause, press down. Now from here, take that front palm, flip it up, reach back, take your reverse warrior. Get length through that side waist. Soften through the shoulder. Taking one more inhale. Exhale, gently release your hand down. Now pause. Find your lunge. Back heel lifts. Left hand to the mat. Now option A, your left knee all the way to the mat. And your right foot extends all the way back. Extend. Option B, both legs can go straight. And if you want to take any variation here, the top leg to help support forward, go for it. Now the main focus here is that lift through the obliques, softening through the shoulders, expand, lengthen across the collarbones. Take that top arm, rotate. Can you extend up and overhead? Take another inhale. As you exhale, gently release. Your choice, child's pose, down dog, maybe even a vinyasa. As you exhale, lower. As you inhale, feel free to take it into an up dog, keeping those hips lifted, shoulders soft, and back. Take a deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, come high up onto your toes, look forward. Exhale, bend. Step or hop, bring it all the way to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair. Shift your hips back, load your arms up, shoulders soft. On your next inhale, extend. And release the hands down to heart. Awesome, all right. I'm gonna adjust my mat just slightly so I don't not completely back to this whole second round. But we're setting up for warrior two with our right foot back. So that tailbone down, hip bones lifted. Go and take your right knee, bring it up, step it all the way back. Now from here, just so you can see my feet, back heel drops all the way down to the mat. Now take this left heel, you're gonna walk it in just a bit, heel to big toe alignment, and from there, nice deep bend, tailbone down, hip bones lift, shoulders soft, and extend. Press the palms down, lift the heart. Broaden along the collarbones. Now, I'm facing away from you, but listen carefully. We're gonna bring those arms right in front of the chest. I want your right arm to go high. Wrap the right arm on top of the left, and then take your eagle arm wrap, shoulders soft, and keep that nice deep bend. Now staying strong through the legs, staying grounded, most important thing, keep your breath steady. Shoulders soft. Heart is lifted. Can you take the hands, even if it's just slightly, press the hands towards the top of your mat, and then let your right ear fall towards your right shoulder. Can you deepen and sit a little bit lower in the legs? Take another inhale. And exhale. One more round, inhale. And exhale. Now take your time, bring it back to center. Pause, ground through the legs. Lift the hip bones. Find your breath. Gently release and extend. Pause. Press the palms down. Take that front arm, flip it up. As you inhale, extend, lengthen back, reverse warrior. Getting into those side ribs, take one more inhale. As you exhale, take your time, bringing the hands down. Now pause. Take your front foot, open it up just a bit to the side. Right hand down. Now from here, option A, right knee can come down to the mat. Left knee can step back. Option B, both legs straight. You can even stack those feet. And remember, any variation here that you want to take, even if you want to bring a foot forward, but keep that right leg straight. Now I want to keep the hips lifted, the shoulders soft, broadening through the collarbones. Can you take that right arm? Maybe reach it up and over. Taking two more breaths. Inhale. And exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Gently release either into vinyasa, down dog, child's pose. Go where it works for you as you exhale. Inhale, take the lift, and then shift it all the way up and back. Take a nice deep inhale through your nose. Out your mouth, let it go. And from here, go and take a moment, bring your knees down onto the mat. And let's go and take a child's pose. Send those hips back and settle. Whew. If you need a towel, if you need a sip, feel free. Again, at any time, take a moment for yourself. Even if you've been waiting for this child pose, again, always feel free to drop down into one at any moment. If your body's asking for it, do it. Now, a little bit more heat through our core before we get into our final balances. I want you to walk the hands up. Go ahead and bring your legs out in front of you. Now, boat pose. Many different variations. Again, take the one that works for you. You can keep the feet down on the mat and just lower and lift here more like a C curve, belly drawn in, shoulders soft. You can always use the arms to help support as we lower down, even with the legs lifted. You can even stay holding on to the legs as we lower and lift. So go where it works for you. Otherwise, just the end all be all with it will be reaching those arms forward, soften the shoulders, and you lower and lift with the arms reaching forward. So again, if you need support, take it. If you need feet down, go for it. We're doing 5 rounds, lower and lift. Inhale. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Last 2. And inhale. And bring it up. Pause here. Sitting nice and tall. Take one more inhale. And gently release. Whew. Just a little fire, just a little heat. Now either whatever variation you did, can you do that? Or can you turn it up just a notch? Now even here, if available, you can do this with straight legs. We're going 5 again. Take an inhale. Exhale. 5. Up. and 4, up and 3, up and 2, lift, last 1, pause, take an inhale, and exhale, gently release, lift, whoo. Take hold of your thighs, sit as tall as you can, broaden through your collarbones. As you exhale, draw chin to chest, belly to spine, and round, let the head release. Soften through the back of the neck. Taking one more round of breath here. Inhale, find length, go ahead and cross at your shins. And go ahead and roll over the legs or swing those legs around, either vinyasa to float out, or meet me back in a downward facing dog. Now our final balances, our final round here. We're starting with our warrior 3. So press those palms down, lift the belly up. As you inhale, right leg to the sky. As you exhale, knee to nose, step your foot between your hands. Now pausing here, come onto your fingertips. Again, feel free to use a chair, use a prop to help balance you. Hugging the hip back, otherwise, see if you can start to take those arms up. Now again, fire through the core, already feel that support through the center. Set your gaze forward, know what you're looking at, setting your focus as you exhale. Shift onto the right leg. Now keep that right knee bent as long as you need. As you broaden through the collarbones, energy out the back leg. And your choice with the arms. Hands to heart, arms forward. You decide. Taking 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more. And as you inhale, gently begin to lift. Ooh. Awesome. Now, bringing those toes together, pause, stand at the top. From here, reach your arms out in front of you. Last time with the seagull arm wrap. Left arm high, right arm underneath. Interlace the arms, soften through the shoulders. Belly lifts. Inhale, pull the heart up. As you exhale, can you send the hips back? Chair pose with the legs. If this is enough, stay here. Keep that heart reaching forward. Now, if you want a little bit more challenge for that balance, bring your right knee up, cross it over your left. Now, you can wrap that foot all the way around. Mine doesn't quite wrap, but feel free to go with it. Or you can also use that foot as a kickstand for balance. So again, go where the pose allows you to move. Drawing the shoulders down, belly lifts up, and send those hips back. 3 more breaths. 2 more. 1 more round of breath here. As you inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, gently release. Pause here, standing tall at the top of your mat. Take a deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Inhale, float your arms up and overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway. Plant your palms. Step, hop, vinyasa. Straight back to down dog, child's pose. Go where it works for you. And shifting back, our final round here. Our final balance as our shoulder blades draw up. Soften through the jaw, soften through the neck. Inhale, send your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose. Go ahead and step your foot all the way between your hands. Now pausing here. Again, using a prop, using any chair, anything that will help with your balance. But first start with a lift. So can you draw the belly in, soften the shoulders away from ears, and maybe you take those arms, float them up along the hips. Belly stays lifted. As you exhale, set your gaze, set your focus. Have something to look at as you shift forward, keeping that balance. Square through the pelvis, belly lifts, soft bend through the left knee. Maybe here, maybe here, maybe here. You decide. 3 more breaths. Power through that back leg. Now taking your time as you steady your balance. Inhale brings you up. Whew. And standing tall. Our final balance. Release the arms. Bring them out in front. And then go ahead and bring your right elbow high. Cross it over the left. Soften through the shoulders. Lifting through the heart. Take an inhale, reach the heart forward. As you exhale, gently send those hips back. Belly stays up. Shoulders stay soft. If this is enough, stay here. Maybe you take that left leg up and over, you wrap around as you send those hips back. Now keep drawing that belly in, keep softening those shoulders away from your ears. 3 more breaths. Inhale. Can you sink a little bit deeper? One more round of breath here. As you inhale, bring yourself all the way back up. And gently release this time. Go in softly. Release the arms. Hands to heart. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth, let it go. Gently release. Softly releasing the arms as you inhale, float the arms up and overhead. As you exhale, folding forward. Inhale halfway. Plant your palms, it'll be your final vinyasa, or again, down dog, child's pose. Go where it works for you. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And hips up and back. Take a nice deep inhale. Out your mouth. Drawing your knees down towards the mat, bringing your toes together. Shift hips back. And go ahead and take a child's pose. Let the body settle. Awesome work, you guys. We're in our final stretches here. Coming towards the end of our class, slowing your breath even more. And can you check in even more, especially here as we slow down from the heat of the balances of the standing poses. Try not to let your mind get too caught up with anything that has to do with the rest of your day, maybe what happened yesterday. Just keep it focused. Last 10 minutes. Taking your time, go ahead and walk your hands up. And from here, we're gonna come on to all fours, and we're gonna set up into a lunge. So go ahead and step your right foot forward. If you need, bring a towel, flip your mat, any little extra padding that you might need, because we're gonna be on that knee for a moment here, so feel free to just make that left knee feel comfortable. Send the heart forward and pause. Now from here, bring your right hand to the inside. You can walk that right foot out just slightly, and then feel free to even turn the right foot out. Some of my friends might stay here. Keep reaching that heart forward, pressing the hips down. If available, if it feels all right for you and you want to lower a little bit more, maybe bringing the forearms down to the mat, go for it. Now try not to just come into a rounding here. Can you still pull the heart forward, broaden? Now if you want just a bit more heat here, you can even tuck the back toes and lift that back knee. Now feel a little bit more of that stretch into that right glute. As you draw those shoulders down, as you broaden through the collarbones. Two more rounds of breath here. As you exhale, gently release the back knee. If it was lifted, untuck the toes. Now again, wherever you are, if this feels good where you are, stay. If you want to go just a bit deeper into that left thigh, into that left hip flexor, you can either reach back onto that right thigh, gently press and rotate to twist. If you want to go even deeper, reach back with the right arm, take hold of the left foot, draw it in towards the glute, and pausing here. One more round of breath. If you have your foot, go ahead and gently release. And then go ahead and take your ankle, take your time, bring it across your mat, and then gently let your knee drop down towards the mat. Now, again, if this doesn't feel comfortable on the mat, you can come onto your back here for a thread the needle, or even make your way to a chair. Gently press the thigh out to the side. Otherwise, belly lifted, shoulders soft, no pain in that right knee. As you exhale, take your time, and there's no rush to fold and release. Again, try not to let it get into the shoulders. It's not about the shoulders here. The shoulders should be soft, the jaw should be soft. It's about that right hip, right glute. As you gently fold and release. Two more breaths. And as you inhale, take your time, gently walking your hands up, pause, find a nice little lift, shoulders soft, and then go ahead and tuck your back toes. And as you gently lift, you can either bring it back. If a full down dog feels good for you, go for it. Otherwise, Just send that right leg back. Now, if you're using a towel or anything under the knee, feel free to switch. We're gonna bring it under the right knee, and then go ahead and step your left foot forward. And pause here for a moment, just taking a little bend, send the tailbone down, and then lift the hip bones up. Now again, staying here, or left hand to the inside. Gently walk the toes out to the side. Even a little rotation, just to get deeper into that left glute. Soften through the shoulders, either staying here up on the hands, or feel free to bring yourself onto the forearms. Broadening through the collarbones, pulling your heart forward. You can stay here, or if a little bit more heat feels better, tuck the back toes, lift that back knee one last time. Even here, I like to slightly rock back and forth. I feel like I get deeper into my left hip. So up to you, yogi's choice. Make it work for you. Two more breaths. And taking your time, if you did lift that back knee, gently drop it down, untuck the toes. Now feel free to walk your hands back up. Pause, again. If you are here, if this feels good, stay here. Only if you want a little bit more, if you want to take that thigh, gently press and rotate, go for it. As you take that rotation, maybe that's enough. Keep lifting the hip bones. If you want more, reach back for that right foot with the left hand, soften the shoulders down, and maybe you look back, taking that rotation. And now deeper into that right hip flexor. A few more rounds of breath. One more inhale. And gently release your foot. Now, taking our hip opener. Take your left foot, walk it across the mat. And again, adjust. If coming onto your back feels better for a thread the needle, go for it, or even making your way onto your chair. Sending that left knee down, hug the left hip back. Can you squeeze that left hip in? Draw the shoulders away from your ears, belly's lifted. And then as you exhale, take your time, gently lower down. Broadening through the collarbones, pull your heart forward. No tension through the shoulders. If you feel it up in the neck, soften. Use your breath to soften and release the muscles rather than tensing them up. And that's why I start a little higher. Take an inhale. Let it release, exhale. If it feels good for you, you want to keep releasing and folding. Maybe the head drops down. Go for it. Just a few more rounds of breath here. And take your time, gently begin to lift. Bringing your right knee out in front. Whew. And shifting both legs out in front of you. All right, almost there. One final forward fold before we make our way onto our back. Feel free to take the skin of your bum, gently pull it up. A nice little flex through your feet, pressing the heels forward, draw the toes back, lengthen the arms up, triceps wrap forward. As you exhale, fold. Now pausing, hands on feet, hands on mat, on shins. Let the hands rest on something. Draw the shoulders down as you inhale. As you exhale, fold. And one more just like that. Get it out of the shoulders. Inhale, out of the neck. Exhale, make it about the back of your legs, your hamstrings. Now once you've gone to your max with that heart lifted, the collarbones broad, feel free to let your head drop down. Take another inhale. And exhale. And as you inhale, take your time. Bring yourself back up. Pause. And go ahead and bend your knee. From here, gently taking hold of the thighs, soften your shoulders. As you exhale, our final twist. Let's make it all the way. Make our way all the way onto our backs. Now hug your right knee in. Reach your left leg forward. Now from here, as you exhale, send your right knee across your body towards the left. Open your right arm towards the right side of the room, your mat, your space. Take another inhale. And exhale. inhale back to center, hugging your right knee in. Hug your left knee. And then extend right leg forward as you exhale. Take your knee all the way across your body and broaden. As you inhale, bring yourself back to center. Hugging your left knee. Hugging your right knee. Shoulders soft, take an inhale. As you exhale, gently lift. And when you're ready, gently release everything down towards the mat, making yourself comfortable. And for the next 45 seconds or so, I want you to allow your body to settle. Just finding stillness. Feel free to even take a comfortable inhale here. A gentle sigh. And begin to move into Shavasana. As you let go of the controlled breath, as you find stillness through your body, and gently begin to deepen your breath. Bringing movement back to your fingers and your toes by gently wiggling them. Reaching your arms over your head, take a long stretch through your body. And when you're ready, bend your knees, rolling to your side, allowing your breath to deepen on your side. And your next exhale, gently take your time, press yourself up to a seated position. Crossing at your shins. Bringing your hands together at heart center, soften through your shoulders. Allowing the spine to lengthen, the heart to be lifted, shoulders soft, hips grounded. Closing with 3 strong breaths. Take a nice deep inhale. And release. 2 more. Inhale. And release. 1 more deep breath in. And release. Sealing in your practice, your work, your effort. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Breakthrough. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Friday. Taking your time, drink lots of water. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to let us know. And don't forget on the link below, any contributions are greatly appreciated on Mindbody. We're no longer using GoFundMe. Hope I will see you all again on Monday at 3:30 p.m. Have a great rest of your Friday and a great weekend. See you all soon.